nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And Tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, Al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. It's another beautiful day, and I welcome you to Path to Paradise, the program of the Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation that showcases how your donation and contribution, big and small, are transforming lives across Nigeria. My name is Lukman Gawata, and today we'll spotlight the 10th edition of the Business Plan Competition, which is a decade-long commitment of the foundation, empowering entrepreneurs all over the country. From funding to mentorship, this year edition once again showcase the idea how your zakat impacting the life of Nigerians. Today we shall be featuring a very special guest on the show. But first, we'll take a break and just hold on. We shall return after visiting Haji Mabrur Ventures, your trusted Hajj partners and Umrah services. We'll be right back.
Every time you feel
He wants to make Nigeria economy better. She hates injustice and wants to stand for those who cannot stand for themselves. He believes Nigeria refineries can work. He wants to make that change. It takes true character to make a better public service. She wants to make a public servant. But it is not enough to dream. We need to turn dreams into reality, and Start Well Schools is the place to start.
One of the missions of Start Well School is to provide qualitative education with a pristine Islamic teaching that meets this ever-dynamic world. And to the glory of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we can beat our chest over it that we have produced those who have these qualities.
When somebody finishes in this school, he is an ambassador of Islam. He will have practiced Islam within us. So by the time he gets out, he's used to the way of life. So we just want Muslims that will represent us Islamically in the global world.
Enroll your child today at Start Well Schools, located at 15/19 Karim Street, Agbede Meeting, Asalo Bus Stop, Agric, Ikorodu, Lagos. For more information, please call
Inshallah, Inshallah.
Start Well Schools. Aspire, acquire, achieve.
Start Well School is the best among equal.
Of Ramadan.
Thank you. Inshallah, we are sorry for that. We'll bring Hajj Mabrur back when the time comes. But now, let us take you to the heart of today's focus, which is the 10th business plan competition of the foundation. And before then, inshallah, we shall, before our discussion, let us take a field report, and we'll be right back.
of Ramadan.
The Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation on Wednesday, August 27, 2025, staged the grand finale of the 10th edition of its annual entrepreneurship development project, the much celebrated business plan competition. The journey to this finale began a week earlier with a vigorous screening at the Zakat House, where hundreds of aspiring entrepreneurs pitched their ideas in hope of making it to the big stage. From that intense exercise emerged the 20 top finalists.
According to UNICEF, yogurt is a good source of calcium, vitamins, and magnesium.
We also specialize in different bakery delicacies, such as meat pie, special bread, and all.
Where we collect recyclable waste and exchange for money and process it into raw materials. According to Lagos State Waste Management Authority, it is estimated that Nigeria generates over 2.5 million tons of plastic waste annually.
I'm the founder of Farm 65 Agro Hub, a poultry and vegetable farming enterprise.
It came as a rude shock to me when I found out some years back that popular brands such as Louis Vuitton and Gucci actually source their raw leathers from Kano State, Nigeria. This was a major trigger for me because, I mean, we have the manpower, we have the resources, we have jobless youth, we have the creativity, yet we import leather goods from outside country, giving the value to their leather industries.
Actually, our main purpose is to actually provide alternative to fizzy drinks, the common fizzy drinks, giving people healthy options at reasonable pricing and actually giving them quality for what they want. We target basically parents that want a very, very good alternative, a better alternative for their kids, the growing kids, as they need much nutrition in their diets.
Out at the Olokun Hall, the grand finale was a colorful and inspiring event, graced by dignitaries, guests, and enthusiastic participants. The atmosphere brimmed with excitement as the foundation once again demonstrated its mission of uplifting youth-driven enterprises.
Over the past 10 years, the program has produced the following: 90 star winners. Those are the people that have gone home with at least 1 million naira. 90 million, over 90 million naira to 90 star winners. 118 runner-ups have equally been produced within the span of the 10 years, with a total of 103 million naira, 450,000 naira disbursed as seed capital for the youth-led businesses.
This year's competition rewards 9 star prize winners who emerged from the 20 contestants that made the final. They include 4 growth track contestants: Zubairu Zainab Ohayele, Bashorun Satalu Rabiat Omotoyosi, Olale Yoro Fiat Olayinka, and Olagoke Fatima. While 5 idea track contestants, Maruf Nuseiba Adenike, Belewo Sururat Ayola, Tijani Ibrahim Adekunle, Tijani Alimat Adenike, and Bolarin Wakodri Olaiwola.
Of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, I have the pleasure of presenting this token of 1 million naira to you in support of your business. Amen.
Each of them smiled home with 1 million naira star prize, while the remaining finalists received certificates and consolation prizes in recognition
of Ramadan.
Alhamdulillah, you're welcome back. We pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it an easy one for this session for us. We're having our guest in the house. Joining us in the studio is the Managing Director and CEO of Albarka Microfinance Bank. He's a chartered accountant, and he doubles to the foundation. Apart from being the member of the panelists, is the lead panelist for the screening of the participants or the applicants in the business plan competition. Join me in welcoming Al-Hajj, is also a Malam, Abdul Razak Agbola. You're welcome to the show.
Salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
You're welcome. Well, business plan competition is an entrepreneurship program of Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation. We have some set of questions for you about the competition. With over 100 participants in this year edition of the competition, well, 20 of them making it to the final, to the screening. What are the key qualities or values that distinguished them from others, from the other finalists?
Okay, thank you very much. Like you said, this 10th edition of BPS, which is a business plan competition of Zakat and Zakat Foundation, is very, very, I want to tell you, like, this is the best we have seen out of the thing we have been doing. As the team lead, technical team lead of the panelists, we realized that not usual of business this time, the entrepreneur presents idea that is highly creative, not only issue of we are financing a business or we are presenting a proposal. This year, 10th edition, we finance businesses that is highly needed to solve community problem, okay, which give us a big opportunity to see their creativity, see their initiative, exposure, ready to learn, and scalable business. That when you see what they presented in their proposal, they stood up to be one of the best, the 20 that we have selected so far.
Those are the qualities,
yes,
that
yes,
actually distinguish them from
yes,
others.
Exactly.
Thank you very much. Well, from your experience as a financial expert, how prepared are the winners to translate these grants, that is the 1 million naira grants, to translate these grants that they used to support their business into sustainable and scalable enterprises?
Okay, when we look at that critically, we see that these 20 people that were selected, they have been doing some business, really. Okay. At least they are doing some small scale business, which puts them in line in order to utilize this fund that ZNS want to give them. And they're giving them this 1 million naira. Is adding to solve issue of what we talk about capital, or we talk about equipment, or we talk about initiative that they just need this to add to what they're doing presently. It's not that for those that are growth in that business, at least they have a very large scale business that which they need a little capital to run their businesses. For the idea part, what they're doing is that when we see that the idea is highly welcome after a lot of skinny, we now put them in place. Okay, through the monitoring, at least the reports and everything that we put in place, we see that this money is going to give them a leverage to increase their business economy, at least to increase participation in business. And ZNS has done a great thing to them, giving them this money. Because after they present their proposal, and after some analysis, by the time we're doing physical interaction, which is the oral interview, we realize that most of them presented exactly what they said they want to do, which shows that the future is very, very bright for them. And giving them this 1 million is going to be an addition to the business, and it's going to increase, and it's going to give them more power to play within the industry.
Thank you very much. Thank you for that response. Well, let us be getting set. You are viewers, we can call in, but very soon the line will be open for us to make our own contribution. Let us go to the third question. I hope time will permit us to go further. This competition is powered by Zakat, paid by Muslims. Maybe sometime Sadaqat could also be, but majorly from Zakat. How does ZSF approach demonstrate that Zakat can move beyond charity to become a structural tool for empowerment and economic development in Nigeria?
Okay, what we need to understand in this respect is that, people think giving out money for once, when we talk about Zakat to solve social amenities, to solve shelter, and then it has
feeding only.
Exactly, it has gone beyond that. Merging scalable business, empowering people, empowering entrepreneurs that will lead to economic development is one of the things that we need to look at. And ZNS is doing this in order to solve problem of, we're looking about poverty, we're looking about unemployment, and ZNS is solving all this, giving people money in respect of this, and it's create ease, it's improved economy, it's reduced unemployment. And at the end of the day, imagine this, what ZNS is doing, you will see that we're going to have what we call issue of government participating, solving some economic problem is something that ZNS is trying to take care of. And taking care of this one has solved a lot of problems. At least when we see the money being given, Zakat coming from those that have the money and giving to those that want to utilize it effectively, it's reduced what we call poverty in economy, and which things that Zakat and Zakat is doing, and to those entrepreneurs that they are ready to do business, and is supporting them will reduce what we call poverty and create employment.
That is great, dear brothers and sisters watching us in faith. We have opportunity to call in, and the number will be displayed on the screen. Also, for those of us that want to message us, we can do that through our social handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, now X. So let us do that. And also, our account will be displayed on the screen. You can make your contribution right now. And you can also do that through our website, zsf.org.ng. You can also click the donation button there and you make your payment. So the number will be displayed on our screen. Let us call in and also reach us through our social handles. So let's continue, Mr. Agbola.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us once again.
Welcome.
Are there follow-up measures in place in order to ensure judicious use of the funds given to the beneficiaries?
Capital yes, because ZNS are put in place what we call a monitoring team, reporting system, and the mentoring system. And we know to other financial system in place. Now let's pick the mentoring system. Monitoring the money when it is released is in batches in order for us to see the utilization of the money, and the coaching and mentor that ZNS has put in place. It's not little love. You have money, you just go with the 1 million given to you. We're going to present at a go. No. We're going to present how we call it implementation plan. When we see your implementation plan, we can advise the mentor. At least you will be attached to a mentor that will guide you. These mentors are expertise in business, in finance, and in other aspects which they have that exposure to various of businesses, which are assistants is going to assist these people that this money is being given to, the entrepreneur, and which is another the mentor. At least the mentor system is superb. That is number one, because some people, at least due to few experience I've had with my mentee, by discussing some issue, whenever they presented their report, we tell them, you need to adjust to this and this. And they say, wow. And that gives them opportunity to win more of grants of international standard. That's the monthly reports is very, very essential. We don't take it lightly with anybody. That you need to report your activities monthly, how you have been growing your business, even outside, even including your own money. We want to see how you're utilizing this 1 million with your own expertise, with even though the additional money you're adding, we want to see how you grow it, because growing it is what we are looking at. And the other thing is, when we look at the combination of three things that is very, very essential in this aspect of giving you, not leaving you. We put in mentoring, we put in monitoring, and we put in reporting.
Wow.
And all these three things are very, very standard to the level that some of the mentors will tell you, this is too much for me. And we need to tell them, this is the procedure. If you are not following this procedure, you can't make it. And for those that follow that procedure to letter, they see what we're saying. At the end of the day, they come back to you, and then, like I have a fish girl, in maybe like 2 years, maybe 2 years ago, I have a lady, I always call her fish girl. And then when she went for her NYC, she came out with, okay, sir, last time I presented this is what ABC you said I should adjust. And I presented the same proposal to government, which I have a grant of 5 million.
Allahu Akbar.
For you to see how this mentorship, monitoring, and reporting are having impact on the entrepreneur, it's very, very essential. And ZNS are doing very, very great in respect of that.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Quickly, before we leave this particular question, is there an alignment between the mentor and the mentee in terms of the field area, the specialities? Like someone into agroeconomy, is he attached to a mentor who is having experience in that realm, in that field?
Exactly, that is what we did. At least the team always attach expertise with experience, and then with those that want to come in, if for example, if you're coming in agribusiness, we attach you to someone that is highly exposed, experienced, and is doing the business, not that theoretical aspect. The person is going to tell you, this is what he is doing, and this is the problem that you're going to face. Due to that, we attach the mentee with the mentor that is on that field, and they have that capacity beyond what the mentee will have, because there is a large opportunity for the mentee to learn from the mentor.
Yeah, thank you very much for this great exposure that we are introducing to our viewers today. That is the business plan competition. Well, still before we move to the next question, we are still expecting our calls, we're expecting our messages. Let us try to reach to us, because we want to make this very interactive. The next question is, what long-term impact do you believe initiatives like this can have on unemployment, poverty, education, and community development in Nigeria?
Okay, the business plan have a very effective and long term. When we say at the long term, when we are talking about the long term, what we're looking at poverty reduction. And when you see giving someone in this kind of environment, in this kind of economy, giving someone 1 million to do a business, even when we look at planting pepper, rodo, tomato, or going into catfish, or going into medical, some guys are coming with what we call alternative to medicine.
Wow.
Alternative to medicine, and giving this to them. One thing, we're going to reduce what we call unemployment. We're going to increase standard of living of people, and it's going to create employment. Because when this guy, at the end of the day, the entrepreneur, at the end of the day, when they utilize the money effectively, you're going to see what they're going to be an employer, which is a long-term effect. They're going to employ people, and the standard of their living and those that are employed is going to increase. And when we look at all this ZNS is doing, for some people that I've related with, some mentees that I've related with, at least it's very, very, when you say, I have a guy, is now an international radio presenter. Then, over like 5 years ago, he came to the board and we saw his presentation and other things. It was given, even though they are the first said that 1 million, that enjoyed the first 1 million. And today, the guy is doing, at least they call it e-narrates. And on the internet, you will see the guy flying. This is effect that, when you see the guy is now a Zakat payer.
Allah Akbar.
And this is what we're saying at the long run.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. At least we have gone so far in this question, and we believe we have learned a lot about the business plan competition, which is the hard focus for today's show. We'll be rounding up, and let us watch out for the next episode of Path to Paradise next week. Let's remember that Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation is not just about giving out or doling out fund, is also bringing hope, dignity, and is bringing a kind of better life, better means of livelihood to people. And please let us also remember that Zakat and Sadaqat Foundation, we do not discriminate. We don't discriminate at all, whether you are Muslims or non-Muslims. We give our services to so everybody in Nigeria. Be that if you are human, then we are there for you. Many thanks to our sponsors, and we also once again thank our distinguished guests for today, Mr. Abdulrazak Agbola. At this junction, we are drawing the curtain by saying Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Eyes for Allah, nothing but Allah. Ba is the beginning of Bismillah. Ta is for taqwa, bewaring of Allah. And tha is for thawab, a reward. Ja is for Jannah, the garden of paradise. Ha is for Hajj, the blessed pilgrimage. Kha is for Khatem, the seal of the prophethood given to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Da is for Deen, Al-Islam, religion with Allah since time began. That is for dhikr, remembering Allah, and rise for the month of Ramadan.